Here with Chris Broussard previewing Nuggets-Clippers Game 7. Nuggets with all the momentum here. That's what happens when you have monster comeback wins over a Clippers team many picked to win it all, Broussard. Just saying, I just threw that out there. It was natural. It kind of just fit at the end of the sentence. The winner tonight earns a trip to the Western Conference Finals where the Lakers await. So, if you're the head coach, how do you get your team fired up for the game? Oh, you don't have to.
Know what you're going to say to the team tomorrow yet?
No, I'm going to say, let's go win. Like, there's no, rah-rah speeches are very overrated, Dan. They last about 3 minutes, and you come running out, and you're fired up, and then 3 minutes later, you got to focus on playing basketball. So there's no, like, secret speech. You know, that's for, you know, the movies. You know, the real thing is you got to have them prepared.
Vehemently disagree. I have a pro-rah-rah speech mentality approach to absolutely everything. Okay, Broussard, let's start with you. What are you expecting from Game 7 tonight?
Well, first of all, let me say this. Despite the proclamations of Nick Wright, the Clippers have never been my beloved Clippers, okay? They're only beloved to the few dozen Angelinos. No. You talk about it, Nick, like I grew up some Clippers fan. There's a few dozen Angelinos.
You've seemed like it all year.
No, I have been on the Clippers since Christmas, but I am now off of them. All right? I am off of the Clippers.
Whoa.
They have upset me so much. Now, I do have them winning tonight. I do have the Clippers winning tonight.
We're back.
But they will not cheat the process and win a championship. They will win tonight, but I'm off the Clippers.
Hold on.
They
No.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
No. I have led astray. Led astray. We know. No. Hold on.
Can't do that, Jenna.
I gotta jump in. You know how, like in politics, someone goes to the Oval Office and submits their resignation, and then the president says, I decline to accept? Broussard, I reject your resignation of the Clippers. They have had no injuries. There has been nothing, no systemic changes. There has been no facts on the ground that have changed. This is who they've been all year, who you've been writing all year, and you can't now, at the last second, be like, oh, I'm going with LeBron. Of course you should have been going with LeBron. Of course you should have known that the Clippers, not giving a damn about the regular season, was going to catch up with them. And of course you should have known that Doc Rivers, by the way, Doc, it's very curious. It's like rah-rah speeches are overrated. The part of that he didn't say, but maybe he should have is, and as it happens, the only time my teams haven't wildly underachieved was when I had Kevin Garnett, one of the greatest rah-rah guys ever. Maybe I should have learned from him. Maybe then I wouldn't have underachieved with T-Mac and CP3 and about to with Kawhi and Paul George. Neither here nor there. Broussard, this is who they've always... Right, like he says rah-rah speech is overrated.
Why?
Look, one of the greatest coaches of all time is known for rah-rah speeches, Pat Riley. Pat Riley had a rah-rah trunk of photos when he led the Heat to the championship in 2006. And you're right, Nick, this would be Doc Rivers' second time losing a 3-1 lead in the playoffs. Go back to 2015 against Houston. So,
no,
look,
it would be his third.
If they lose,
Broussard, it would be his third
time.
He blew one with T-Mac.
Okay.
He blew one with T-Mac.
That's right,
Prime T-Mac in Orlando. There's only been 6 of these in the last 20 years. 2 of them already have been Doc. It could be a third. And so, like, Brandon, Broussard is saying, you know, he still thinks the Clippers will win tonight, but then they'll get dispatched by the greatest player ever. Brandon, I think you and me don't even think they get there. Like, I think the Clippers are, at this point, they've been exposed as a front runner, and go ahead.
They're toast. No, yeah, they're done. They're toast. But, you know, Chris, I've been watching you for 15 years on television. Yeah. I have lost all respect for you. I've lost all respect for you. There's no way you can stand up here on national television and go back. This is your team. You can't now say, oh, this isn't my team. I didn't grow up cheering for this team. There's no way, Chris.
My team?
No, absolutely not.
Hold on. is take integrity. I would never change within a series. But before they play the Lakers, I got to pick who I think is going to win. I'm supposed to analyze what I see and pick who I think is going to win. Now, I'm not saying it's out of the possibility. I think they'll win tonight. I'm not going back on my Clippers pick in this series. I believe they will win tonight. I thought it would be 6. It'll be 7. But I don't believe they will beat the Lakers going forward. That's all I'm saying.
Broussard, there's 3 Clippers who haven't shown up. Montrez hasn't shown up. He went from 19 to 10, can't guard Joker. Lou Williams can't shoot the 3 anymore. He hasn't shown up. And you, longtime Clipper fan ever since you were a child, rooting for the San Diego Clippers and Bill Walton. You were the 3rd Clipper who hasn't shown up. I need you to go back to your boyhood when you had a picture of Bill Fitch on your wall and you were listening to the teletype from San Diego. You need to summon all the energy of Chris Kaman and Quentin Richardson and Darius Smiles, just like you have for your entire career, and balancing a journalistic career with being a bleeding heart Clipper fan. Stay with it, buddy. I know it's been tough to see this downfall. You got to stay with it. I also do not accept your resignation. You got to stay with it, Broussard.
There's something more important than take integrity, and that's integrity.
Wow.
I can't sit on here and say I think the Clippers are going to go to the championship.
That's a good point.
When I don't.
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
But Chris, why? But Chris, like how are we in this situation? You know, that let's move the conversation forward to that.
Okay.
Like, what is going on with the Clippers? Because when you look at it, Paul George and Kawhi, they're not playing bad. So what really is the problem?
They don't have the chemistry. I thought they could cheat the process. They can't. They play 18 games together with their best squad. All right, they took. Nick said it. They took the regular season lightly. They thought they could turn it on and off. Marcus Morris said it. They can't. It's as simple. Now again, I think they win tonight. They just can't win it all. I don't think.
How much of this is?
I think there's. Go ahead, Brandon.
No, I was just going to ask, how much of this is the Denver Nuggets? You know, we're talking about the Clippers, and it's the headlines, and we tend to do this on television talking sports, but it's always like, oh, the better team, they're losing, so let's talk about them. But when I look at it, man,
Nuggets got heart. And we talked about Doc. This is the 2nd straight series being out-coached. Yeah. We got to look at Doc Rivers. Get him motivated. Get him to execute. He's doing none of it. They're isoing too much. He's saying they're not moving the ball, but it keeps happening.
Yeah.
And the defensive schemes aren't working. Now, again, I believe they'll win tonight. But going forward, I don't think they can cheat the process. I think next year they'll come back and be better. I think if they lose in these playoffs, it'll be good for them.
Next year.
But assuming they're together, they'll be better next year. But you can't cheat the process. It's rare for a team to come together right away and win a championship. We saw it in 08 with Doc Celtics, but look at Miami, the Big Three in 2011. Yep. Look at the Barkley, Olajuwon, Drexler Rockets. Never won it. It is rare for this to happen. I thought it could happen this year, but I'm off of it.
Okay, 2 quick things. One is the only reason that I am not apoplectic